So now let's start. Still, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the organizers for the kind invitation, and it's pleasure to be here. I'm Lizi, Lizi Liao from Singapore Management University, and we work on conversational agents. So basically, how those agents understand us, and increasingly how they take initiatives and make responses. So let me start with a very simple kind of observation. So for decades, we actually built machines that wait. So for example, we know those kind of systems, like search systems, recommendation systems. For example, for search systems at first, the users will have some kind of information needs, and then they will initiate the query, and then the query the system, and then the search system make the ranking and then return the results to the user, right? So basically, the burden actually is on the user part. The user need to think of what is the right query. If they cannot find a good query, they need to try it again and again, right, until find it or fail. So this is the search system. And then another one is the recommendation system. So for recommendation systems, the system, or say the interface, have all the records of the user's clicks, right? And which kind of item they purchase and what kind of review they given. So the recommender systems will observe those kind of records and then try to guess what the user wants, right? What is the user's preference? If the system cannot guess correct, then the items that push to the user will be incorrect, right? So usually for such systems, the users take the initiative, and then they might struggle what is the right query. While for recommender systems, the system kind of take the initiative, and then they will struggle if they cannot get the correct preference. And then conversation is the kind of fix for the channel. So the user and the system, they can interact. So whenever there is some kind of misunderstanding, they can clarify on the fly. But there is something I want you to hold on to, right? This is a channel, but not a behavior. So the agent can still converse with the user, but wait, right? And then the distinction actually is the proactiveness, and it is the central part for today's talk. So let's think of two kinds of conversational agents. The first one, right, the interactive one, the channel one, the user can talk, the agent respond, and the information flows between the two. And this is what we have today, right? It works beautifully as a channel. But then how about another scenario, the proactive agent? It's the same user, same loop, same information word, exactly one difference, this little thing here, the target. So this kind of system, the agent will have a goal, and possibly the one that the user haven't known yet. And then this agent will steer the whole trajectory of the conversation to somewhere. For example, persuade the user to kind of accept this kind of information that the agent want to propagate or want to convince, something like that. So moving from the passive to proactive, it is actually not a change in the interface. The interface can be exactly the same, but it is the change in the behavior, right? From answering the utterance reactively to the user into steering the trajectory, right? To steering the conversation. So let me make it more concrete from this example, right? So conversational recommendation systems, there is a lot of research papers over it, but there is two different kind of scenarios. One is the traditional passive setting. So suppose the user have some kind of need, want to watch a movie. The passive agent still can work perfectly, right? Interact with the user. So they might observe the items in the dialogue history, right? And then they trigger some kind of recommendation engine to recommend some movies, right? And then realize it into natural language sentences and then give it to the user, right? So looks perfectly. And then there is another scenario, is the agent have some goal, want to push to the user. For example, like suppose this system want to promote a specific movie like Kung Fu Panda 3 to the user, then it becomes a different kind of story, right? The agent need to find a good way to kind of touch to the user, right? For example, if the agent knows that the user likes some singers like Jie Zhou, right? Then he might talk Jie Zhou first, right? And then mention something like a good singer, get some awards, and then try to say something like, oh, do you know he also starred in some movies, right? And then gradually move to the movie he feels in, like this one, the Kung Fu Panda, right? And then it makes easier for the user to accept the goal or say the target. So here, we absolutely see there is actually a plan here, right? Unfolding across the turns. And then this is the behavior we are after, right? So we try to kind of achieve this kind of status or say this kind of goal. So now you see the proactive, this term seems like a busy word in this presentation. So let me pin it down, right? I love the definition, which comes actually not from computer science, but from organizational behavior, right? The study of proactive employees. So in this paper from Grant and Ashford in 2008, they define proactivity is actually anticipatory action. So acting in advance, right? For a future situation rather than just reacting to some kind of situation. So for a conversational agent, the capability to create or control the conversation by taking initiative and crucially anticipating the impact on the user, right? So in practice, there are 3 questions: when, what, and how. So of course, when is when should I take initiative, right? In the angle from the agent. And then what is missing before I really act on something? And then how do I steer without dominating the person that I'm talking to? So these 3 critical things, right? We want to keep those in your pocket, and then they will come back later in the presentation. So one more idea before I dive in further, right? Initiative actually is not a gate, right? It is not on or off. Actually, it's a deal. I show you some example here. Far from the left, right? So no initiative. Easily go to dead ends in some conversation. So for example, like this one, do you like dogs?